All right. What is up, everyone? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Live. We've got we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Did you guys hear about this company? It's called Nintendo. They have stuff that happened today. A lot of good stuff to go over, guys. So trust me, we're gonna get into all of that. I want to first and foremost say thank you guys so much for all the love and the support over the past week. This has been a memorable week. This has been a huge and memorable week for Player Essence. A lot of times, you know, when I do this, like people ask me, like, man, OJ, how do you like continue? And I'm like, it's you guys, like the fans, the users. You guys give me the strength. You guys give me the strength, the spirit bomb, man. So thank you guys so much. I honestly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for all the support and love throughout the days, months, and now for some of you guys even years. So I really do appreciate that. But with that being said, we got some Tobies to bust today. Let me go ahead and get into my shoutouts. I'm going to cut the music here, guys. That was Fire Emblem Fates End of All, the Japanese version extended. Okay, the American version sounds a bit different, or the Western version does sound a bit different. So if you want the exact same version that you just heard, remember, it is the Japanese version, End of All. This is the music that plays at the end of the game, the final battle, depending on what game you play, Birthright or Conquest. Depending on whoever, whichever one that you play, you're either fighting Takumi or you're fighting against the other dude that's like the same thing, Leo or Takumi or whatever the case is. So yeah, there you go. There's that. Very good game. Very good game. Super hyped to see Fire Emblem come over to the Switch, which we have Fire Emblem news. It's still 2018, guys. So I'm going to get my shout-outs in, and I'm going to, like I said, cut the music here. We had an offline donation from Andy, who hit us with a $3 donation. Thank you so much, Andy. Andy Mine P. And he says, hey, OJ, I need to say that I'm canceling my Labo live stream on Friday. I got a bit ill all of a sudden, and I'm not in the mood for it anymore. Just play any song that you want because I don't know what to play. Okay. No problem. We'll play some. We'll play some in a bit. We'll wait till. Let me get my shout outs first, and then we'll play some music for you guys. All right. So shout outs to DJ King, Ruin Black Cat. What's up? Elite Ninja Ruin Black Cat. Fire Blast. What's up, man? Muhammad. What is up? Alonzo Vines. What is up? Scarlet, my girl. What is up? Good to have you here. Sokar. What's up? Elite Ninja Sokar. Nintendo Examiner. Good to have you back, man. I haven't seen you in a bit, so good to have you back, Nintendo Examiner. Purple Link. What's up, man? Dark Ghost. What's up, dude? How's it going? Mr. Mags. What's up? Odalius, what's up? Keenan Parker, what's up, man? How's it going? You got to work tonight? Okay. Well, you can catch the replay, my dude. You can catch the replay. Shout outs to, Alonzo. Yep. OJ, who's your 49ers going to... Is the draft tonight? Oh, snap. The draft is tonight. I don't know who the 49ers are going to draft tonight. I have no idea. Our team's already set, so maybe we can get some help on defense. Who knows if Reuben Foster is going to be there. Maybe we draft a linebacker. Shout outs to oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be sexy. The Fire Emblem for the Switch, absolutely. Vernado, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, I did get Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Yeah, I did get the Storm games. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen my picture. What's up? Let's see here. Zach Brown, what's up, Zach Brown? Mazillo, what's up, Mazillo? Alicio Blanco, what's up, man? Just came to say hi. Okay, you got to bounce. All right, man, take it easy. Markel Hawthorne, what's up? Dink Beam Center, what's up? Hayden, what's up, man? How's it going? Shout outs to Julio. What's up, Julio? I always miss your name sometimes because it's how does my saute? Shout outs to my right hand man, Julio. Also, Hayden, good to have you here. Fortnite King Hayden. Let's see here. George, what's up, George? How's it going, man? The Stream Monster, George, what's up? Will NYC, how's it going, man? Leaf Storm Blaze, what's up, man? Good to have you back. Hollow, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. The likes are a little bit low considering that we got 130 people watching. So definitely hit that like button if you can. Definitely. Smash that like button. Let's go. Hyrule Radio, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Sky73, what's up? Zach Brown, what is up? Is it the Owl? The Owl Wolf? I probably said that wrong. Aloe Wolf, what's up, man? How's it going? What's up, T-Dude? How's it going? What's up, Mark? How's it going? Switch to PC, right-hand man. What's up? Amir Hawk, what's up, dude? Let's see here. Oh, what kind of fake? The Jack and Balkan, what's up, man? Yeah, it's the Naruto trilogy is $40, but if you buy them individually, it's $20. So you save $20 by buying all three of them. So it's just there's no point in buying it individually because you spend another $20 and you get all three. Unless you already own those and like you really don't care about like playing them on the go, you don't care about it be on the Switch. I mean, you can save $20. That's pretty much your only option is to save $20. You either buy one of them only, or you don't buy the trilogy at all. Because like if you buy two of them, obviously that doesn't make any sense. If you buy all three of them individually, that's dumb. So essentially, it's either you buy three or you buy one. That's pretty much what it is. A good deal though. Shout outs to let's see here. I think I said Will NYC. Yeah, Metal Smasher Gaming. What's up, man? How's it going? Is it Micromaniac? Micromaniac. What's up, man? How's it going? Amiibo fan. What's up, Amiibo fan? Let's see. Mitch. What's up, Mitch? How's it going, dude? Thanks for coming out to the stream. Paid Enthusiast. What's up, man? How's it going? Did I butcher your name? Let me see. Is it the Jaken Bakin? Jakenbakin. It's not Jake. It's not Jaken. 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 Jaken Bakin. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to pronounce it like it looks. My bad. I'm horrible at pronunciation though, so I'm not surprised that I butchered it. Shout outs to Mark Bryant hitting us with the $5 donation. Switch to PC. Says some Tobys are gonna get roasted. LOL. Nah, not some. Whoa. I try to lie to I can catch myself in a lie. Oh no! Wait a minute. Nah, in my head I'm like, okay, Jose, you're lying. Just go ahead and tell the truth. Yeah, we're gonna roast a few people. Nobody named except for this one person. No, it's not gonna be like a real roast, but it's gonna be like a I got you. It's gonna be I got you. You know, so we'll get to that in a bit. Jock and Bacon. Jake and Bacon. Shout outs to Real Graphics Jesse. What's up, man? Jake and Bacon. JN Yasha 27. How am I doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you, man? How are you? Yo, Argo, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to have you here. Nick Little, what's up, man? Shake and Bake, baby. You guys remember Shake and Bake? Shake and Bake. Looks good, but then when you eat it, you're like, man, this doesn't look as good as the commercials, bro. Shake and Bacon. Let's see here. El Chupacabra, what is up, man? What's up? So I think I got pretty much almost everyone here. So shout outs to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got 140 people. Let's see if we can get 140 likes on the video. So let's talk about this. So I got to call out somebody first. Now, this is not going to be, like I said, this is not hating. This is not like, okay, like, you know, like trying to hate on them. Because I actually like these people. But I got to call out the Team Red podcast. Miguel Rose, he's not here. He's an active member of the Discord. Gotta call you guys out on something. You guys have called me out on certain things and said certain things, so gotta call you guys out playfully, okay? Jokingly, no. So, about around like October-ish or so, November, they did a podcast that I was watching where they talked about Fire Emblem Warriors, okay? And they called it a Waifu Warriors flop, you know, or Waifu Warriors like Bomba or something like that. So they essentially were already saying that it flopped with 1 week of, no, not a few days of media create sales, because Fire Emblem Warriors came out at the end of the week. So it tracked like a few days, and the game sold like 60-something thousand units combined between the Nintendo 3DS at launch. It sold like 60-something thousand units combined. So they had a whole podcast on Fire Emblem Warriors, and I watched it and I took it in, and it just seemed like they just hated the game. Like they just their hatred for the game and for the characters in it, and particularly Lucina wearing a bride outfit, fueled them to make that podcast and to say, oh well, look, it's flopped. Ah ha ha ha! Like you're not having the characters that I want. Like why is there like Lucina in a bride outfit, even though bride is actually a class? And Fire Emblem, like Fire Emblem Awakening, the DLC, there's a bride. And actually the bride is like the female version of the, the Dread Fighter, which can use 3 different weapons. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually a really good class. The bride class is actually it's really good. So they were upset about that. I didn't make a video about it or anything. I was just like, okay, well, all I said was, okay, well, maybe we should wait a little bit, because these games, it came out right next to Mario, it came out next to other big games. It's probably going to pick up sales as we go along, and wait for the US, because the US always does better when it comes to these type of games. But anyway, I watched the podcast. I was like, okay, I didn't agree with any of it that they were doing, but I was like, all right. And then we got the data. Less than a year later, we're in March, so we're talking from October, not even really October, actually November, December, January, February, March. 5 months later, and we've got Hyrule Warriors, or not Hyrule Warriors, sorry. We got Fire Emblem Warriors topping 1 million units sold. All you had to do is just wait a little bit. Because I told people this, and people said I was damage controlling. People said, oh, why you damage controlling? You're just defending it because it's Fire Emblem. I'm like, no, I know these things, guys. Like, Fire Emblem Warriors, it's going to be a slow burner. It's not going to have the biggest debut sales because it's right next to Mario. But trust me, once people are done playing Mario, once we start getting a little bit of price drops on that, because everyone wanted that special edition. Nobody wanted the standard edition of Fire Emblem Warriors. And when they saw that like the sales weren't like strong out of the gate and it was right next to Mario, everyone just said, I'll wait. And that's exactly what people did. And then guess what happened? The sales went, I mean, like you could have got the special edition for $48 at Best Buy. Like they were having mad deals. You could get the standard edition for $40. So price cuts along with good special edition, and all of a sudden, oh, Fire Emblem Warriors is at 1 million units sold. Not even in a year, in 5 months it took it to get to that. So just had to do a little call, because I asked him. I asked Active Sid. I asked him on Twitter. I was like, "Yo, man, you guys gonna make a podcast about Fire Emblem Warriors hitting 1 million?" He's like, "Nah, man, it's not on the list." I'm like, "All right." So as soon as he said that it's not on the list, I was like, "Okay, so I'll make sure to mention it then. Since you ain't gonna talk about it, my guy, I'll make sure to refresh your memory about what you guys said about 5 months ago." So not sticking it to them, not trying to be negative or anything like that. Like I said, I watched the podcast. I think it's cool. I've been on the Team Red podcast before. You know, I think it's cool. I think it's great. But y'all got bodied right now. Let's just say it. Like y'all got bodied. You guys got bodied, and it wasn't even like close. Y'all got destroyed. Because they were trashing this game and saying, look at it flop and the sales because of this, and they were using that to fuel their hatred for the game because of the characters in the game and because of the bride outfit. The bride outfit pissed all of them off for some reason, even though bride is, I mean, none of them knew that bride was actually a class in Fire Emblem Awakening. They didn't know that. I told them that, then they're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter, you know, even after I told them they didn't, you know, but they didn't know that it was, the bride is actually a class in Fire Emblem Warriors, or sorry, in Fire Emblem Awakening, the bride class. So I have to remind you guys, like I said, have to remind the Team Red podcast, yo, Hopefully you guys talk about that, because y'all titled a whole podcast about Fire Emblem Warriors flopping, okay, with 1 week, a few days of sales data in one region, in Japan only. So just want to remind you guys a little bit. Don't doubt the waifus. Do not sleep on the bride waifu outfit, okay? Do not sleep on my waifu Lucina, okay, in that bride outfit, because that's what happens when you do. You get bopped 5 months later. Let's go. Shout outs to Chris Lewis. Hit us with that $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, homie. Do appreciate that. And he says, "Aye, Fire Emblem is on point. Lego. Let's go. Let's go." Let's go. Okay, what, you're gonna be eating crow about Labo? Well, I mean, I already knew Labo was gonna do okay. But yeah, I want to read some of you guys' comments. Then we'll get it. You guys all know the news about the Switch. Yo! Let's go, Toby Blaster, my boy Julio, always with that crispy, with that amazing support. My man, right-hand man of the village, thank you so much, my dude Julio, hitting us with the $50. We are blasting Toby's already. Let's go. And this is what Julio, my boy, has to say. Start this stream off right. We all know G5 will be collecting those L's in Naruto. Keep being you, OJ. You're the best. Thank you so much. Nah, you guys are the best. And Julio, your continued support of the channel has helped it grow so much, man. Seriously, I want to just say personally, thank you, man. I do appreciate it, because without you and without a lot of the other ninja in this village, we wouldn't have the dual monitor setup. We wouldn't have the crispy God of War streams. We wouldn't have the nice backdrop. We wouldn't have the green screen. We wouldn't have the better lighting. Heck, we wouldn't even have maybe some of those shirts that I be wearing in some of these videos that I do. So thank you so much. I do appreciate the continued support, and all of it, of course, goes to making the village better, because we're going to upgrade. We're going to get in some more upgrades, guys. Looking at getting a brand new, what was it? Looking at getting probably a brand new monitor at some point as well, HDR. Don't know if it translates well to what you guys will see, but looking into getting that, looking into getting some more stuff. Obviously, I bought Naruto today, you know what I'm saying? So obviously money goes into making sure you guys get quality games, because we're going to have live streams with Naruto. Don't worry about that. I'm pretty much caught up on editing. I got a video ready to go for you guys tomorrow morning. So I'm probably going to live stream tonight, guys, because I do have a video that's already done. So I don't have to catch up on editing. And I want to say one more thing here, and once again, thank you, Julio, thank you, Switch to PC, Chris, Lewis, Andy, Mine, thank you guys so much. But I want to sit here and say, I don't want to hear, look at this, listen to this, because this is the pop-off podcast right now. We're popping off right now. I don't want to sit here and say anybody say there's no point in watching this channel. I don't know of another person on here that put out a full video breaking down the sales, talking about all the numbers and all that as quick as I did. It was up at 3 a.m. I had that video ready for you guys. I knew Nintendo was dropping this fire, okay? And I took a nap and I stayed up and I edited throughout the night for you guys. I started editing at 12:30 a.m. 12:30 a.m. I started editing. Didn't finish editing till about 5:30 a.m. Okay? So I don't want to hear any crap from these some of the jabronis that are in my comment section. I don't want to hear any crap about there's no reason to watch his channel, okay? Because I got you guys that as early as I could. Comprehensive Japanese video game coverage, okay? I'm running on like just a couple hours of sleep. I had to wake up and take my daughter to school today, okay? So I'm running on just a few hours of sleep, but that's okay. We roll. We hyped today, boys. We hyped today. So I don't want to hear any of that junk, because if you were subscribed to this channel, if you watch me on this channel, then you would have got that as early as possible. As in, like, when you wake up, that crap was in your feed, or if you went on my channel. Not only that, but then I also had another video right after that, a few hours later, to give you guys a little bit of a break, but talking about the other stuff, about the new Nintendo president and all that. Edited throughout the night, so I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to hear any of that noise. Okay, none of that noise. Like I said, we popping off today. We're popping off today. No, but Retzi, Labo isn't gonna outsell Labo's not gonna outsell God of War. There's nothing to eat your words. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening. People need to stop making that stupid comparison. It's dumb. So let's see here. My boy David, thank you so much, David, hitting us with a $25 donation through Super Chat. It would be a Toby Blaster, but it's Super Chat, so I can't do that. But still, thank you so much. And he says, here's a donation towards those needed upgrades, bro. You know what? Thank you so much, David. We're actually pretty good. Like I said, really, this stuff is really just to kind of put like the nice little cherry on top of it. I mean, we got the green screen, which is good. We got the dual monitor setup, which is good. We got, I could probably use like a better light, like a better face light. My two side lights here aren't the best. I mean, maybe we can invest into that. We got the soundproofing. I got some soundproofing going for you guys. So we're almost complete. We're almost perfect player essence. But still a couple more things here and there. But overall, we're doing pretty good. But yeah, even then, like donations, obviously they go to video games. Like I had to buy Naruto today. I didn't get a review copy for it. They'll probably send me one later. If they do, then I'll have a giveaway, obviously. But yeah, it'll go towards like buying stuff like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and streaming. So that stuff, all of that, like if it's not equipment, it goes towards games. So you guys get gameplay videos and all that stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. Do appreciate the Ninja War Funds donation. So thank you. Smash that like button. Thank you, Hype Girl Scarlet. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into. Well, look, Snowman. Look. Like I said, this is the pop-off podcast. I gotta say this because I still have people that are in my comment section telling me this, and this. And like, look, even though you guys don't see me going there and comment, because sometimes it just gets crazy. If I'm in there commenting, people are just gonna sit there and get mad at me. Like the last time that I really went into the comment section and started talking to people like that was like my Castle of Heart review, and the guy got all pissy and upset, you know, when I simply just defended my opinion on something, you know, in terms of how I like to review games. He was mad that I didn't go in on it. He called me the P word for you know, for not talking the way that he wants me to talk, you know. So I'm done. I'm not really gonna go in there and start arguing with people in there. Twitter, I mean, you can talk to me on Twitter. I'll talk back because it's quicker. But yeah, I just want to make sure that if they do watch this, you guys can have a seat. Stop with that garbage, okay? Stop with that garbage, please. You know, stop with that. I hold you guys to the utmost respect. I want to make sure I get you guys the best quality content as quick as I can and as frequent as I can with the best quality that I can possibly do as a one-man team. So that's essentially that. Like I said, I've got a lot of friends on here. No shots to anybody else. I'm just talking clearly to the people that want to sit there and say this stuff in the chat, pretty much, or not in the chat, but in the comment sections. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the good news, guys. So, as many of you guys know, the Nintendo Switch is officially by the end of March at 17.79 million units, but I can already tell you guys it's actually at 18 plus million units because they've sold through all of that, or they've shipped through all of that by the end of March. It's already, we're already in pretty much in May. Nintendo sold about 100,000 units in Japan alone this month, so you know good and well that it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be like more than that here in the U.S. For the month of April. And we already had some I mean, I think Labo, South Park, and also Naruto is going to help out too with people getting the Nintendo Switch, continued sales momentum. So yeah, and also Donkey Kong is coming very soon here, so I think people are getting hyped for that. I also think people are getting hyped for Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition as well in the U.S. So yeah, momentum is going to continue. Momentum is definitely going to continue. May is just packed in general. May should be a very good month for Nintendo. So yeah, that's at 18 million, which is crazy, which is just crazy to see. It's just so crazy. Shout outs to NX Revolution hitting us with that $2 donation. Says, my internet is god tier that I have been downloading Naruto since 11 a.m. CT and there's still 12% left. Also, how's your day? My day is going really good. I'm blessed. I cannot complain about my day, about my life. Everything's going good. Not always the best of times, but I have really good times. And today is really good with some of this news. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of material. You know what I usually don't like? My days usually don't go well when like I don't have anything to talk about. Like when I really have to scrounge for articles and stuff and scrounge for news. That's what kind of makes me a little peeved. All right, so let's go ahead and play some music here. I know that was from Andy, so we're gonna go ahead and play some. We're gonna play some Xenoblade music, original Xenoblade, because we got some news on Xenoblade, guys. And definitely we're gonna be talking about Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, we're gonna get some OST action here. We're gonna get some engage the enemy. Yeah, engage the enemy. Let's go. Engage the enemy. But thank you so much for the $2 donation. I do appreciate that, NX Revolution. And yeah, man, your internet is super fast, dude. Super fast. Let me know how it sounds, guys. Let me know how the music sounds. All right. So 18 million units sold for the Nintendo Switch Plus. pretty much. We got the Nintendo 3DS. That is at 72.53 million. So sales are slowing down quite a bit. I think it's because of Japan. The US sales are actually not bad. European sales are meh. But Japanese sales necessarily aren't great in Japan right now because there's just no games for it. So that's at 72.53. So it looks like the 3DS will probably top out at around 80 something million. That's what I think. It'll probably top out around like 80, probably like 80 something million, because Nintendo's gonna keep on. I mean, they got games coming for it this year, so it's gonna keep the momentum here in the US. And that cheap price tag, dude. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the box for the new Nintendo 3D or new Nintendo 2DS XL. But the box is literally like, it's like almost the size of a Mike and Ike box. It's literally almost the size of a Mike and Ike box. It's so small and cheap. It's like $150. And then some of them have deals for like $129 a lot of the time. What's up? Oh, the air? Okay, guys, I gotta put on the air real quick. It's getting kind of hot. Sorry about that, guys. It was getting kind of crispy in my room or in the house. Where I live, just to let you guys know, which I might have to turn on the air different times during the like in the coming months, because it's already pretty much summer here where I'm at. I live in the Central Valley. It's really hot here in California, and like I said, it's already summer. Like it's like already like 90s to sometimes 100s degree weather. So yeah, air conditioner. We need the air conditioner. So yeah, well, let's go and move on to the game sales. Well, actually, I'm gonna get you guys' opinion. What do you guys think about Nintendo system sales? Then we'll move on to the game sales. Also, I'm gonna take some comments here. If you guys have any comments, tag me. Oh, yo, what up, Avidin? Shout outs, man. How's it going, dude? How's it going? Is Xbox even relevant? Of course, Xbox is relevant. Let's see here. Sea of Thieves was a crappy game that performed negatively for the Xbox brand, so no, the Xbox is not alive, it's dead. Actually, the Sea of Thieves is Rare's highest selling or fastest selling game ever, but I don't know if they're combining Game Pass with retail sales and digital and all this stuff. So Amiibo fan says I'm impressed. Nintendo Examiner says Microsoft isn't going to leave the gaming industry because Switch outsells the Xbox One. There are more interesting excuse me about that. More interested in treating consoles as an alternative to PC gaming. What's up, Civilized Son? Shoutouts, man. He says, yeah, AZ is feeling the heat too. Yeah, man. I know all about Arizona. Let's see here. Anybody here a little upset that Switch didn't pass 18 million? Just asking. Well, the Switch is at 18 million actually. This is at the end of March. Why would you be upset that it was 18 million some type of goal? Nintendo forecasted 10 million. Okay, and then they pushed that up to a little bit more. So Nintendo beat their own expectations even twice when they pushed it up. So I don't know why would anybody be upset that Nintendo sold nearly 18 million units in 1 year with shortages in the first year? Why would anybody be a little upset? I don't think 18 is some type of milestone goal, like, oh, 18 million, like we need to get to 18 million. Like I don't get that. Maybe like we would be upset if Nintendo didn't get to like 10 million or like maybe 12 million or 13 million. Maybe I can understand being a little bit upset, but like it sold nearly 18 million units in the first year. How can anybody be upset with that? Well, it's trending right there with the Wii and the PlayStation 4. Like what is there to be upset about? I don't get it. I do not get it at all. Let's see. David Potts says, I think the sales have been great. Still kind of surprised that I bought this launch day and have played as much as I have, more than any other console I've owned. Yo, crazy. Getting hot, but I'll take it after the winter was so long. Well, where I live, dude, like the winters aren't too bad where I live, so it's all good. Julio's talking some mad trash. Droid got banned. Shout out to Droid got banned coming back to the live stream. Yo, what's up, man? He says, hey, I made it to the live stream. Requested it today off from work. So far it stinks that you changed your stream time, but hey, it's for the better. Yeah, man. It's one of those things where I kind of had to change it, and like it's actually proving to be good because we're getting more viewers in here a lot quicker than what we did before. There was just too many people that were at work when I did my stream beforehand, man. So yeah. Let's see here. Because Nintendo fanboys were upset it didn't beat the PS4 in first year in sales. I read from message boards and Reddit posts. Okay, Nintendo idiots, more like it. Nobody with a brain would be upset that a system that had shortages, that didn't have anywhere near as much third-party support as a PlayStation 4 or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, like I said, that is the very vocal, super minority of gamers out there. Yo, my boy Avidin hitting us with that Toby Blaster. Let's go, Avidin, with the $15 donation. Yo, man, I appreciate that. There was no need for you to do that, man, but I do appreciate that. Says, can't stick around for too much. Gotta work on this vid, but here's a Toby Blaster. Music, Final Fantasy VII, still more fighting. Yeah, no problem, Avidin. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. You know, I gotta return the favor. You know what I'm saying? When I go out to your streams, promote a little bit. Make sure you guys check out my dude, Avidin. Has a fantastic channel. My boy's trying to climb up to that 500 subscription mark. So please check out Avidin's channel. It's really good stuff there. But thank you for the Toby Blaster. Yo, 2 Toby Blasters already. Thank you guys so much for the continued support of the channel. Let's go ahead and play some of that Final Fantasy music for you, though, man. All right, man. You get working on those videos, my boy. Get working on them videos. We gotta do a cool collaboration, man. We gotta do a cool collaboration. You gotta hit me up. I'll hit you up in the DMs, my boy. We gotta do something good. Get your channel popping a bit. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go ahead and play Final Fantasy VII. Still more fighting. Let's go. All right. So yeah, so basically getting back to what Retzi had to say, yeah, it's just really vocal minority idiots that are saying that. Nobody with a brain sits there and says, oh man, 18 million units in the first year is horrible. Oh, it didn't beat PlayStation 4. Like, who cares? It doesn't need to beat PlayStation 4. Nintendo Switch has literally almost outsold the GameCube in 1 year. Think about this. It literally almost outsold the GameCube in 1 year. Think about that. It almost outsold the GameCube in 1 year. The Nintendo Switch almost 50%, almost more than 50% of what the N64 sold in its lifetime. Absolutely creamed the Wii U. We're talking about multiple systems here, and is half. What is it? About a good quarter of the way or so, quarter plus to the way of the Super Nintendo. These people that are saying that have no context. No context of what's going on here. Who cares if it didn't beat the PlayStation 4? The PlayStation 4 launched in the holiday season. It had 2 holidays to sell. 2! Switch launched in March. Toby's! Get that trash out of here! Toby's! Each one of them are Toby's. Anybody who says that are Toby's. Toby's. I wouldn't say it's likely that Bayonetta 2 and Metroid Prime 4 are 2019. Both of them, I would say it's probably likely that Metroid is, but maybe not Bayonetta. So we still need to wait and see. We need to wait and see on that one. So I wouldn't say it's likely. I would just say probably on Metroid, and I would still say iffy on Bayonetta. Iffy on Bayonetta, probably on Metroid at this point. Because Metroid, that just seems like a game that they're gonna hold on to a little bit. Whereas Bayonetta, that seems like a game that they're going to potentially, if they can get it done this year, they can do it. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see. You might be right. Let's see here. Toastio says, what exactly is a Toby? Well, you see that character with the orange mask right there? PE Ninja. Go ahead and hover your cursor over that little picture right there. See, David has it. And it says PE Ninja Toby. There you go. That's a Toby right there. That's what a Toby looks like. Anybody type it on their keyboard. All right, Avidin, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we touching on them points. You can watch the replay when you get time. And of course, I don't know if you're streaming tonight, but I'll be at your stream tonight, man. I'll be at your stream if you're streaming. I must resist using that emote. Yo. Let's go. Am I alien? What type of weird language is that? What are you talking about? Okay, that's talking to somebody else. All right. So, you guys have any other thoughts on the Nintendo Switch sales in terms of home console sales or hybrid sales? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We're gonna talk. We can talk about that more. If not, we're gonna move on to the next topic here, guys. So yeah. Yeah, they're really pushing Pokemon for 2018. That's why I think that like a Metroid or something like that could probably be next year, but it's to be decided. We just don't know. But I think that that's a little bit overkill, which I have a video talking about all this, guys. So I don't want to talk about it too much because I do have a PE News video that has all this, like a lengthy, you know, it's going to be at least 13 to 14 minutes PE News video talking about all the different stuff, what's for 2018 or not. So we don't necessarily need to go over all that because, like I said, that video will be coming tomorrow morning. So you guys will be getting that video tomorrow morning. So look out for that one. Look out for that. David says, I wish I could stream and play games with people. Why can't you stream and play games with people? Why not? All right, take it easy, Zach Brown. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. So many Davids in this chat. David, it's a popular name. Is it Gavar K? I probably said that wrong. Terribly sorry, dude. He says, OJ, with the sale, OJ, the sales are impressive. Hope we see some new games at E3. I don't think you need to hope that we see new games at E3. I think every E3 we see new games, so I don't know why I don't think you need to hope. I think that's more of just expected. Nintendo has also stated that, yeah, there's going to be multiple different games that they're going to be releasing, so yeah, I don't think you need to hope, my guy. I think that's happening. Think that is happening. Playerson says, I love how Mario Kart 8 Deluxe broke 9 million. That really shut down the haters who said the ports wouldn't sell. Yeah, that kind of put the smacking on them, because I literally did see people say that it's dumb that Nintendo's releasing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I literally did see people say that. Like, it's dumb. And that probably, you have no business sense. You have zero. If you said that, you have zero business sense. If you said Mario Kart 8 Deluxe shouldn't come to the Nintendo Switch, you have zero business sense, and you shouldn't be talking at all. You should not be speaking. You should stop speaking. Let's see. Okay, how do you think we get anything from the Xbox? We really got our new Metro coming this. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't really talk about Xbox. There's nothing really. There's not much to say about Xbox. Xbox. What is there to say about Xbox? I mean, whatever they do, but there's not really much to say. They're not an exciting company at this point. They're a very standard and boring company. But they're doing their thing, and they're doing what they feel that they need to do. So I don't really have much to say about Xbox, guys. When I do, I'll let you guys know. But for right now, there's nothing to say about Xbox. Because they don't have any first-party developers. All they do is do Forza and Halo and stuff. Which they're going to do Forza, Halo. They're probably going to do Fable. I mean, this is just... I don't have anything else to say about them. I don't have anything else to say about that. N64 Classic this year. Save your questions till the end, but I mean, I think that it could happen. I talked about that a little bit. Andre says, sup, I think you meant OJ. Been slacking on your channel as of late, studying for Security Plus cert exam and passed it last weekend. First of all, shout outs for you passing that Security Plus exam, dude. I do appreciate that. And it's all good, man. Whenever you can get the opportunity to watch my channel, you can definitely do so. But thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Solar 7 says, once Smash releases on Switch, Nintendo can add 3 more thrones of money to their throne room already that they made of money. I think that there's going to be, I think Mario Tennis, guys, believe it or not, I think Mario Tennis Aces. A lot of people were surprised about Kirby Star Allies, right? I think Mario Tennis Aces is going to be like 5-6 million seller. Honestly, I honestly think that it could sell. Mario Tennis Aces could sell that much. Like, I honestly feel that it could be that high. That's going to be a game, dude. Watch out for it. That could really boost stuff. People are sleeping on it, but they slept on Kirby too, and Kirby came out and said, oh, you guys want to sleep on me, huh? Okay, how about I sell 1.29 million in less than a month, in a few weeks? How about I sell 1.29 million in a few weeks? Oh, and how about I boost console sales in the US to 308,000? Or how about I help boost the console sales to 308,000? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? So, there you go, man. 18 million in 1 year is clean. It's very clean. It's very good. Pokemon, I mean, they've always wanted it to be a 2018 title. I think they've always wanted it to be a fall 2018 title. I don't think they want to take a break. If they release it this year, it's going to sell gangbusters, obviously. So, Excuse me. Skyrim for everything. There you go. Best thing about Xbox is backwards compatibility. The best thing about Xbox for me is Twitch. Twitch and live streaming. Like whenever I have to do like a live reaction to Nintendo Directs, guess what I'm using, guys? My Xbox One. And whenever I need to watch Twitch, whenever I'm done for the day and I just need to relax, have a nice iced tea, have some water, have a nice little meal in my room, and I watch on my 55-inch screen over here, my 4K screen, put on my Twitch, and I just watch my Xbox. So I think that's for me, that's the best thing about Xbox is the multimedia functionality. Kirby will always be OP. Okay, but people weren't saying that though. Everyone was trying to say Kirby was gonna fail, though. Everybody said that Kirby was trying to fail. Oh, what happened with Zaire? I don't really watch Zaire too much, man. He's a little bit too abrasive for my means, but hey, man, I'm not gonna hate on the man. Not gonna hate on the man. No, like I said, no coonery for me. But yeah, man. I mean, I did hear about people talk about that, how he went from Xbox to PlayStation. But hey, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. You know, that's what he wants to do. It's all good. Switch will beat N64, and the X-Ray says Switch will beat N64 and SNES lifetime by this year. Yeah, it could maybe. I mean, maybe it gets. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It has a shot. It has a shot. It has a shot. Definitely, it'll definitely beat it by the next fiscal year. So by March 2019. Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it definitely has a shot, man. Miles says Xbox One the best console for Twitch. Yeah, it is. You can actually earn achievements in Twitch too. I have all the achievements on Twitch on my Xbox One, which I've stated before, but just to let you guys know, you can earn achievements for watching Twitch, and some of them are crazy. Like watch 12 straight hours, and I was like, well, let me get my popcorn. Let me get my like I watched like 12 straight hours of like Twitch, like a tournament. I watched like a bunch of different tournaments and stuff. It was like on a Sunday. I forgot when it was, like last year, a couple of years ago. I watched 12 straight hours of Twitch where it was Sunday. I was done work and I already did multiple videos and it was early and I'm like, you know what? Well, let me just. My daughter was at her grandpa's house, so I was just like, man, I got nothing to do. Well, I can just watch Twitch all day. And this was, I think this was before the Switch launched. This was before the Switch launched, so I really wasn't playing much. Nintendo wasn't really wasn't releasing anything on the Wii U at the end of 2016. I got all the achievements on Twitch. So there you go. Hey OJ, is it worth getting all the Naruto Storm games on the eShop? Yeah, I would say if you're into Naruto, yeah, it's worth getting. It's not worth buying two of them because if you buy two, you spend $40. For $40, you can get all three of them. If you buy one of them, you can get two more games for essentially $20. So they essentially they fandangle you into buying all of them because it's all three for $40. You get three games all packed full of content, you know, for $40. So that's not bad at all. What is that? $13 a pop? You know, $13 and a change a pop. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. $13. It's not bad. That's about how much each one of them costs individually. Like if you're buying on PS4 or Xbox One, except for actually all of them. Actually all of them. So yeah. Listen, dude. I wouldn't put the Xbox brand on what some of the Xbox dudes on YouTube are doing. Okay, Xbox. I wouldn't put that as if that's going to be like the determining factor for Xbox. It's not. They've got too much brand recognition. It's Microsoft. They're pretty good with marketing. Xbox will be fine. Let's see here. But the SNES passed 60 million plus, OJ? No, the SNES did not pass 60 million plus. The Super Nintendo, you're talking about the Super NES did not pass 60 million. That's like I think at 49 million. The Super Nintendo, and the original NES passed 60 million, if that's what you mean. The original NES, not the SNES. The original NES passed 60 million. And yes, Switch will pass 60 million. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and get those likes up, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Get some new ninja into the village here. When does what come out? What are you talking about, David? Naruto's already out. I already have it downloaded, ready to go on my Switch. I'm probably gonna stream it tonight. The first Naruto game. It's already out. You can buy the games right now, David. It's already out. Look, I'll show you. Right there. It's already out. So if you want to buy the games, you can go buy them right now. Okay, Robert. I know. Hopefully you're joking, but he says, OJ, did you see the Octopath Traveler box art? That looks great, man. Can't wait for the game day one. Yes, I've seen the Octopath Traveler box art. I had so many people tagging me. I even retweeted the box art and said, hey guys, check out this box art. This is amazing. And then I still had people tagging me. So I don't mind. Obviously, I appreciate you guys, thinking of me on Twitter, but at least check my page. If you're gonna at least check my page, at least check the page first, because what would be cool for my engagement if you guys actually commented on my post that I made. Why is someone knocking on my door? What is going on here? What is it?
Can you make me 2 bagels because my mama doesn't want
Okay, don't cry. I will make you some food. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Shout outs to DJ King with the $2 donation. My daughter's hungry. She wants me to make her some bagels for some reason, even though mom's right there. Can't make her something, so I'll be right back, guys. All right, Bagel Dude is back. All right. Let's see here. Once again, shout outs to DJ King with the $2 donation. Thank you so much, DJ King. Do appreciate that. And he says, play Blue Dragon, a giant mech cat. All right, man. Blue Dragon, giant mech cat. You got it. Oh, snap. Sorry about that, guys. My mic almost fell. Sorry about that. All right, Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon. Giant. All right, let me make sure this doesn't fall. All right, so we got some Blue Dragon music going on here. Let's go. The best live stream is the chair is back. There you go, the chair. Feels weird looking at a chair. Daniel says, I don't have a wife, Daniel. I have a girlfriend. And she says, is your wife supportive of your YouTube career? That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe. Kinda. She doesn't like video games, so it's hard to tell, It's hard to tell if she is. So, she doesn't like video games. She actually hates video games. So, it's hard to tell if she's actually, like, really supportive or not of it. But I don't really know. Let's see here. Bagel boy. Boy? Bagel essence. Alright, so if you guys have any more, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic here, guys. We've got some more sales data when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. So this stuff, like I said, I'm going to talk... Actually, no, I already talked about it in a video today. So the sales so far, we'll go from the bottom to the top. Kirby Star Allies, 1.26 million. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, 1.31 million. ARMS, 1.85 million. 1-2 Switch, 2.29 million. Splatoon 2 at 6.02 million. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at 8.48 million, but if you count the Wii U version, it's actually over 10 million. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is at 9.22 million, and Super Mario Odyssey is at 10.41 million. So, crazy sales numbers. Nintendo had, I think, 12 to 13 million sellers in this fiscal year. Like, 12 to 13 total games. So, we're not talking just Nintendo first party. We're talking Switch games. The 3 games that I'm talking about, also Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, that's over 1 million units sold. Bomberman, Super Bomberman R, that's over 1 million units sold on the Switch, and Puyo Puyo Tetris, that's also over 1 million units sold on the Nintendo Switch as well. And I'm probably thinking that games like Skyrim are probably getting close to 1 million as well on the Switch. So very, very good, very, very, very good. Also, another thing that I didn't know here, Pokken Tournament is like at 1.16 million as well. So Pokken Tournament also had a really good 7-8 months, something like that. So yeah, really good stuff there. Let's see here. So what do you guys think about these sales numbers when it comes to the actual games? I was actually pretty hyped about Kirby. To see Kirby to sell that much, and then to see Xenoblade. Like, Xenoblade and Kirby were like... Kirby I wasn't surprised about, but I was just happy because it proved the haters wrong. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is pretty much the best-selling Zelda title ever. You know, when it comes to it, without like re-releases or anything like that. Best-selling Zelda title ever. ARMS is one of the best-selling fighting games in this new generation. 1-2 Switch obviously sold a lot more than what anybody thought it was going to sell. And Super Mario Odyssey is absolutely killing it. It's absolutely just destroying it. 10.41 million. I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot, man. That is so much. So, Super Mario Odyssey will alone pass the Wii U sales. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that Super Mario Odyssey is going to pass the Wii U sales, like, by itself. I mean, the Wii U only sold, what, 13 million? So, yeah, it's definitely going to pass it by itself. Yeah, I did hear about Capcom. I don't know if it's laziness, dude. I think it was just a mistake. I think they just had the screenshots. They were putting it there. They were putting it together, and they just made a mistake. It was just a simple mistake. I don't know if it wasn't laziness. It was just a mistake. They probably had shots of all the different versions. I don't think they intentionally said, we're going to put the Xbox screenshots, or sorry, PlayStation 4 screenshots on here. It's almost not news at all, to be honest. It was just a mistake that they made, because Capcom has had games put on the, like, they didn't put the PS4 screenshots for Resident Evil, you know, on the Switch, you know, when they didn't do that. I mean, they've put the correct screenshots before, so I don't think it was laziness. It was just a simple mistake. Simple mistake. So yeah. Are the new blades out yet? No. Rhythm, you need to please make sure you watch my videos. I already had a video talking about Xenoblade Chronicles 2's update in terms of what they're going to be doing there. If you watch my videos, you would have known that it drops on April 27th. So please take the opportunity to check out my videos, especially if you're a Xenoblade fan. Every single Xenoblade fan, you should have already known when the update drops. You should have known that the update drops on April 27th, that I'm going to be covering it. You should have known that. Because I cover Xenoblade, any new news that comes up on there. So yeah, please make sure you check out my channel and watch my videos, man. So you don't have to like be wondering when is it gonna come. You know, when's the new blades coming? Because I already talked about that. You know, I already talked about that. What was it, yesterday or the day? I talked about that like the day before yesterday, something like that. So please, yeah, make sure you check out the videos and you'll be informed on everything when it comes to all your favorite games on Nintendo Switch. Well, the Tobies were eating crow a while ago. I mean, 1-2 Switch, we already learned that 1-2 Switch sold over 1 million units, like a few months after the game, like at Nintendo's like summer deal. You know what I'm saying? Like 1-2 Switch already sold over 1 million units really quickly. So, I mean, it's not like, oh, now that they're eating crow even more. They were eating crow back then. Like, it was, I mean, that's not even I didn't even bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like they already ate crow a while ago, you know? What's up, Fantasy Maniac Gaming UK? How's it going? Let's see here. When Switch was launched, Breath of the Wild was literally the one of the only games you could buy for some time. Do you think that this fact plays into sales numbers? Would it lower the sales if Mario Kart 8 launched on the same day as Breath of the Wild? I don't think it would have lowered the sales because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe actually sold like about a month afterwards. It came out in April, so no, they would have just kept pace. All you would have saw was that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would probably have a little bit more sales than it has right now. But if you wanted Legend of Zelda, people were going to go out there and buy Legend of Zelda. People were going to go out there and buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If Mario Kart 8 Deluxe launched the same day as Zelda, people would have bought both of them. Or people would have bought one of them, waited a bit, then bought the other one. You're not going to go either or on that game. It's obvious that people bought both of them. It doesn't matter if it launched on the same day or not. Eventually, people will buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing like I talked about with Fire Emblem Warriors. Everyone calling it a flop just because it didn't sell 1 million copies on day one like Mario or something. 5 months later, oh yeah, people bought Fire Emblem Warriors. It didn't sell as much on day one. So whether it launches day and date or whether it launches a month later, nothing was going to stop Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from selling what it sold, plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those two games were going to sell what they were going to sell. It doesn't matter if it came out launch day or if it came out a month later. It was going to sell what it was going to sell. Player Essence, all the games sales made me happy, especially Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Kirby, which proved the haters wrong. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where I think Kirby was just more people just didn't like the game. But yeah, you're right about that. You're definitely right about it. Mario plus Rabbids is probably close to 2 million to be honest. It could be. We don't have any official sales numbers, but you're right. It could be around 1.5 or something like that. Definitely. Excuse me. So let's see. Player Essence did the Switch surpassed third party game sales compared to the original Wii. That's too early to tell though. The original Wii's already been out. That system was on the market for forever, for multiple years. I don't think that's not a fair comparison. The third Switch doesn't have as much third-party games as the Wii did, so that's a weird comparison. You got to wait a little bit before you say, did it pass it? No, it didn't pass it. The Switch is only 1 year old. You know what I'm saying? Joe Sario says 10126 to say, OJ, what do you believe Xenoblade expansion will take place after or between the main story? That's spoiler territory, so you don't have to worry about that. It doesn't matter, to be honest, what it does. When the game comes out, then that'll happen. But I'm not talking about stuff like that on this because that's spoilers. Amiibo fans, those are juicy numbers for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Makes me want to buy the game even more. It's like I'm missing something really good. Why have you not bought the game, Amiibo fan? Anybody who hasn't bought the game, like, that's absolutely insane. This is Monolith Soft's best-selling Xenoblade title of all. Sorry, best-selling Xeno title of all time. There's a reason why it's the best-selling Xeno title of all time, and it's on the install base of like one of the smallest install bases that we've seen for a Xeno game. I mean, we've had Xenogears was on the PS1. Xenosaga was on the PS2, and then they came back to Xenoblade with the Wii, and then also Xenoblade Chronicles X with the Wii U, and now Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the Switch, and it's the best-selling one, well, outside of the lowest install base. I mean, obviously, the Wii U had a lower install base, but in terms of successful systems, it outsold the PS1 and the PS2 Xeno games. So you need to go out there and get it, man. It's that good. If you're an RPG fan, there's no reason not to get it. It's amazing. It was amazing. It doesn't matter if they're... Well, hold up. I mean, okay, you're arguing about clone characters, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. We're talking about the sales of the game and how people were wrong. People were trying to use that as ammunition that people aren't going to buy Fire Emblem Warriors. It doesn't matter. If you clone characters, whatever the case is, the game is fun. The game is fun to play, plain and simple. There's enough characters in there to where you'd be like, okay, I can play with these characters. It's going to be a fun game. So... I mean, for me, I look at all the different systems, the mechanics, and everything they put into the game. It's not perfect, but it's still a great game, and it sold like a great game because it sold over 1 million units sold. So people can try to bash it all you want to or complain about the age-old stuff that people complain about the game. People are always complaining about something when it comes to it, but I mean, it doesn't matter. The end result is people like the game, plain and simple. People liked it. But yeah, I see what you're saying here, Raymond. I see what you're saying. You said some people, from what I heard, don't like the battle system. Some people, from what I heard, don't like lots of games. It doesn't matter if there's some. All that matters is the end result. And the end result is the game sold over 1 million units in 5 months. So some people don't like lots of things. Some people don't like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, believe it or not. Some people don't like certain things. That's irrelevant. We're talking about the actual sales of the game and the fact that the people were wrong when people were trying to sit there and bash it and say, oh, this is the reason why it's not selling. This is the reason because of this, and this. All those people were wrong. It's not about like subjective. What people like or not is subjective. Like, I don't care if some people didn't like certain things. I mean, that's great. That's not the point. The point is people tried to use that to fuel why the game didn't do well, and they were wrong. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's because like if you're gonna argue or if you're gonna talk about, oh well, I didn't like this or a clone, that's all subjective. That's all subjective. Some people could love the fact that it's that. Some people could hate it. I mean, all of it is subjective. So we're just talking about the raw facts, and the facts of the matter is that the game sold a lot better, and the people who were saying that the reason why the game flopped was because of the way the game was programmed, the way that what was in the game, they were wrong. That's pretty much all what it comes down to, my guy. Because I'm not arguing subjective points on what you like or dislike about the game. That's not the point. Everyone's gonna like and dislike certain things. I'm never gonna argue about subjective things about stuff like that. I'm never gonna do that. I'm just gonna talk about the pure facts, and the pure facts are that 1 million people plus bought the game, with many people buying it after the initial launch. So even whatever the case was, people still went out there and bought the game. 5 months, over 1 million, and still going, because that special edition still has discounts. So that's all that matters. So yeah, man. Let's see here. You guys have any more comments on the games? Let's see. DJ King Gaming says, don't get why people are complaining about clones of Fire Emblem Warriors. It's class-based. Of course, there'll be clones. There you go. Oh, you should complain about clones in the actual Fire Emblem game. You know, like when you have like a ninja and like another ninja and like they both do the same thing. People should start complaining about that. Fire Blast Gaming says, Player Essence, OJ, the file size for Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 was released. Mega Man Collection, or Legacy Collection 1 is 345 megabytes, and Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 is 3.2 gigabytes. It could fit onto a 4 gigabyte Switch card. It could, but I've already talked about this, Fire Blast Gaming. If you watch my video about this, and even if you listen to me on Twitter, I've talked about this. Capcom is going the cheap route. Yes, it could fit on a 4 gigabyte card. That's a no-brainer that it could. Capcom does not want to make you think that these games are one game. They want these two games to be separate. These are two different games. There is a Blu-ray disc that Mega Man Legacy Collection comes on, and it is two separate games. Mega Man Legacy Collection, or Mega Man the X Collection, if you want both of those games, there are two separate Blu-ray discs for these two games. Mega Man X Collection 1 and Mega Man the X Collection 2. Okay? There are two separate discs. Blu-ray discs hold what, 50 gigabytes? So, I mean, you're just, obviously, can you not see what's going on here? They don't want, obviously, yes, it can fit on a 4 gigabyte cartridge. The fact, Fire Blast, it's not about space. The space is never the issue here. Space is never the issue because they separate these games on Blu-ray discs. So space is not the issue here, my guy. Space is not the issue. They want the games being known as separate. You purchase them separately or you purchase them together. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And with the Nintendo Switch, they don't want to manufacture two cartridges. So they'll do it as cheap as possible by giving us the lowest cart size, which is going to be a 1 gigabyte cart. So they make maximum profit and then a download code for the bigger game. So basically what they're doing is saying, oh, well, they're going to pass the cost on to you and say, okay, you guys have the extra free space or whatever the case is, and you guys can download it. You know what I'm saying? So that's essentially what they're doing here. But space is not the issue here, my guy. We got Mega Man games on a Blu-ray disc. Okay? Like, we got two Mega Man. We got these games on a Blu-ray disc. So that's not the issue. Oh man. Let's see here. Capcom's never going to tighten up. They're not going to. They're not going to. More like Cheapcom. Pretty much. Battle Network collections. I don't think we're going to get Battle Network collections anytime soon, but I think it's possible at some point. I think it's possible. Well, at least it's not a digital-only release. Yeah, that's true. It's about half good, obviously. I mean, for me, it works because Mega Man Legacy Collection or the X Collection or whatever, that comes on a cartridge. So that's the collection that I want, is X1, 2, and 3. So that comes on a cartridge. So I'm happy with that. You know, I'm happy with that. It's about profit. It's about profit. You'll still give them the same amount of money, but it's just about what the margin of profit that they make. Capcom, instead of making both of these games on a 4 GB cartridge, they can save money and make it on a 1 GB cartridge and save money that way and still separate the games. You know, so regardless, you're going to pay the same amount, but you know they're going to separate them. They want them to be separated. They were not a single SKU or stock keeping unit. You know, so that's essentially what it is. Just got either you deal with it or you don't buy it. I like to see Zero and ZX collections in the future. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see here. You guys have any other comments on the games for the Nintendo Switch, the million sellers or anything like that? Because if not, it's been an hour already, which is crazy. We can move on to the next topics here. So if you guys have any more comments, we'll definitely talk about that. Let's see here. Some person went to Switch Club a game for free for 5 minutes and $1 every minute of playtime. I don't know what you're talking about there, Solar7. 15 more likes to 150. Let's go, guys. Let's hit that 150 mark. And remember, we also have a Nintendo Switch giveaway. We got a Nintendo Switch giveaway. We're 4 sponsors away from the Nintendo Switch giveaway and a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament as well. So another thing to note. Also, we're about 1,700 subscribers away from a Super NES Classic giveaway as well. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, guys. So appreciate the continued support. OJ, okay, I'm tired of answering this question, but I'll answer it again. Do you think we'll ever get Persona 5? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Let's just get Shin Megami Tensei 5 first. Zero should come to Smash Brothers. I don't know if he should come to Smash Brothers. I think you should say Zero. You would like Zero in Smash Brothers. More like that's what you should say. Is it, I would like to see Zero in Smash Brothers. I don't know if he should. That's just a character that you want. It would be nice. But you would like to see Zero in Smash Brothers. Yeah, Kirby kind of silenced the haters. A lot of people were just like, you know, what? Kirby sold that much? Alonzo Vines to say, OJ, when it's all said and done, how well do you think Kirby Star Always will sell? Yeah, I think it'll be at least 5 million, 4 to 5 million, somewhere in that range. It's gonna sell for a very long time, over like a really long period of time. So yeah, 4 to 5 million. Yo, shout out to Mama Mercy. I did not see you in here. I can't believe I missed you. Shout out to Mama Mercy. Thanks for being here. So I don't think media apps and 18 million have anything to do with each other, gamer. They really don't have anything to do with each other. It's like, oh, it sold 18 million, but there's no media apps. What is media apps don't make a system? Games make a system. Games make a system. And actually it does have media apps. It has Hulu. So it does have some media apps. And I think it has some other type of apps too. I can't remember some of the other. It might have something else, but I know it has Hulu, so it actually does have one app at this point. So yeah, but 18 million. And what does the sales of the system have to do with media apps? What does that have to do? That has nothing to do with media apps at all. Oh, okay, you were making fun of Wii Sports Club. Okay, yeah, Wii Sports Club was really weird. Okay, yeah, there's like like the Nico app, and I think isn't there like a Crunchyroll or something coming to the Switch? So eventually it's gonna get apps, but I don't know why apps have anything to do with like how well a system sells. Like Xbox One has 1 million apps, and the Switch is absolutely destroying the Xbox One in worldwide sales. Like, what do apps have to do with anything? I got apps on my phone, I got apps on my Xbox, got apps on my PC, got apps everywhere. It's like people just care about the games when it comes to Nintendo. But I mean, we'll get all the apps eventually. Seems like you're more excited for apps than you are games, gamer. Let's see here. Pizza Bro says, "You fool! Games don't make a system. Developers do." Yeah. Right. What's up, it's Skiz? Shoutouts. Yo, we got the bloodline here. Is Brobacha here too? I see it's Skiz. I see Mama Mercy. Yo, Emperor. Yo, stop delaying your podcast, son. Yo, everyone in the chat. We got one of the original old school Nintendo YouTubers here. And I've never said this before, but I'll go ahead and say it because I see the Emperor here. My boy, the Emperor, he's actually one of my inspirations to get into starting my channel. I used to watch the Emperor when I was in, like, right when I got out of college, like 2013, I started watching him, and I was like, man, like, I mean, I had started my YouTube channel, but he was one of my inspirations, like, to get into YouTube. So shout outs to the Emperor. Make sure you guys, Black Baron, make sure you guys all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. I gotta plug his channel in the chat. And yo, where's that podcast at, Emperor? Just to let you guys know, Emperor, he's a pro wrestler. He's a pro wrestler. He wrestled against Gangrel. You guys remember Gangrel? He wrestled against him, which was hype. That's so hype, man. But anyway, shout outs to you, man. Shout outs, man. Okay. Let me go ahead and plug this. I gotta plug this channel in the chat here. So make sure you guys go subscribe to the Emperor. Like I said, when's that podcast coming, my boy? When's that podcast coming? Poggers, it's coming. Yeah, man. Yo, Emperor, do you remember when you made that video on like Michael Pachter, like where you said that like his hair turns like Super Saiyan like 3, like full of like dookie locks? You remember that video, bro? Like a long time ago. Oh, and that video like of you when you were at the Game Awards and like you like you're like gonna body slam like that guy that tried to take the mic from you that one time, dude. Back in the day, yo, that was good stuff, man. Good stuff. Also, shout outs to Matt White Paint Job. Hit us with the subscription. Thank you so much, Matt White Paint Job. Do appreciate that. Also, explosions are the theme of the meaning of life. Okay, man, this man probably like Explosion Man. So shout outs, dude. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the subscriptions. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Welcome. Oh, you lost that Pachter vid? Oh man, you lost that Pachter vid, dude. Oh man, shout outs. So 1 month with your Switch and you love it. All right, you're one of the new Switch owners. Shout outs. There you go. Message deleted. Timed out. Yo, my boy Fire Blast was like, Pika Jutsu, time out. My boy came with that fresh spam. Let's go. Oh man. Yeah, that was Pika he ain't messing around. Well, he did break the rules though. Spam is pretty much like multiple. I mean, if you put 5 comments in a row like that, that's pretty much that's worthy of getting timed out. So, I mean, I didn't do it though. Can't blame me. Blame someone else, not me though. Oh man. Oh yeah, that VJ vid is a classic though. Yo, it is, Emperor. It is, man. It is. Yeah, hey, Deathdraw, Naruto is out in the US. I actually have it. I actually showed it. I mean, maybe you just came in here to the stream, but I actually showed it. And yeah, I have it right there. Yeah, there you go. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to buy the games individually. Obviously, if you buy 2 of the games individually, you might not know how to do math. The best bet is probably just to buy all 3 of them for $40, because if you buy one of them, it's $20, you know, which is fine. But if you buy 3 of them, if you buy all 3, it's $40, so you get each game for $13. So it's not, in my opinion, you might as well just buy all 3, you know, unless you really don't feel like playing one of the games and like you only want one of the games. Like that's the only way that you buy individually, is if you only want one. That's the only way. There is no other options. Either you only want one and you don't care about the other, you know, and you don't care about the other 2 that you don't buy, or you buy all 3. It's either 1 or 3 and that's it, you know. So otherwise you're wasting money. So yeah, man. All right, paid enthusiasts. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, you're finishing some background for his videos. Awesome. It's all good. All good. Good to have you here, though. I do appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the Q&A section, guys. We're at an hour 17, so hour 18 now. So go ahead and let me know about some questions. Fire away. Talk about the sales numbers. Give me with some heavy hitters. Talk about whatever you guys want to talk about in terms of questions, video games, of course. I'll be more than happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, and smash that like button. We're at 186 viewers. Let's see if we can get to 180 likes for this video. Scarlet, we're probably going to get Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. That game, it's a little bit more, I mean, if you look at the first 3 games and you look at that game, there's some stuff that they do with the single player that's actually pretty incredible. So they probably need a little bit more time to polish that one up and get that one ready. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to get Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 probably this year, after this year. It's going to come this year at some point. So yeah. Trilogy first, and we'll get that next one. OJ, are you gonna play the Splatfest next week? Who are you gonna choose? I really hate the new designs of the turtles, but probably gonna choose. I mean, is Michelangelo available? Michelangelo or Donatello, one of those two. OJ, will you be doing multiplayer with Naruto with the village? To be honest, I really hate the online in Naruto. I really hate the one-on-one battles in that game, but I'll probably do it because a lot of people are saying that they want to. Shokyo's still around, guys. Shokyo is not gone. He still does. He does some live streams every now and then. He's just not as active as he used to be, but he's still around. I saw Shokyo in Low Tier God's stream just the other night. Let's see here. Player, since I know that you've made your opinion on VC well known, but would you be interested in just GameCube VC? Many games are very expensive, and we never sold those games to VC before. I mean. Yeah, I get it. But I'm not, like, if Nintendo's in no rush to give us options to buy those games, like, you could just do whatever. I mean, obviously, I'm not advocating to go out there and do different stuff to get certain games, and I know that they're expensive, but I mean, it's just like, GameCube VC would be okay. It'd be okay, you know. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Is it okay to call me the Bagel Man from now on? No. Because I don't even like bagels that much. All right, take it easy, Raymond Ortiz. Do appreciate you being here, man. Get that homework done. Playersons, are you watching Avengers? Probably not until like DVD or something, or not DVD. Blu-ray. Is it worse than Super Bomberman ROJ? What do you talk about? Is what worse? Oh, the online multiplayer in Naruto. I think it runs better, but it's just the game is just really. The game is just not very balanced. It's really unbalanced. Like there's a lot of like overpowered like OP characters in the game, so it's just not a balanced game. So it's not really fun for multiplayer. Like I'd rather play Smash Brothers or something, you know. It's kind of lame-o, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It should have been Turtles versus Shredder. Yeah, that could have been something, but I mean, people always argue about which turtle's the best turtle anyway, so why not just do Turtles versus Turtles? I don't know if it should have been. I think it's fine. The fact that we're even getting a Ninja Turtles one is cool in its own right. So people always talk about, well, which turtle's your favorite turtle? People always talk about that. So I don't see why that a turtle versus a turtle is a bad thing when people always talk about what's your favorite turtle, you know? Anyway. So DJ King Gaming says we've had a lot of Nintendo gamers active back then. Now barely making now barely anyone making daily content. Yeah, I mean, well, it's a number of things. DJ King, people got tired of the community. People got tired of the trolling. People got just tired of stuff. But yeah, a lot of people just stopped making content. I mean, eventually people just get tired of making content. You really have to love making content in order to keep this up for multiple years. A lot of people who used to make content back then, they make a lot of negative content, so it just kind of grinds on you, and you rather just play your games like when you come home from work instead of making content and editing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what happened there. For me, I've always loved making content. It's always been a dream of mine to make content, you know, to be able to make content, you know, full time. That's always been something that I've wanted to do, and I've never been able to realize it until like recently. You know, I tried beforehand and spectacularly failed like 3 different times, you know, so. Now at this point, you know, I'm glad that I stuck with it. I'm still not growing as much as some of the newer channels. Obviously, I still get the sting of the old school channels in terms of channel growth, but at least it's enough. It's enough to grow the community enough, and you guys are very awesome, generous. So we've been able to do a lot of good things. I've been able to maneuver and do a lot of good things, like with PE Arena and the sponsorship program and stuff like that. So we're able to make it happen, DJ. We're able to make it happen, man. Is it Redgi? Redgi? Redgi Fizame. Says, hey OJ, I'm gonna be using this account until my other one is fixed. Oh, okay, fixed by YouTube team. Okay, Reggie Fizame. Okay, Redgi Fizame. Got it. Cinnamon the Hacker says, player, since what new character do you want the most in Smash, both first and third party? Yeah, in terms of first party character, I'd love to see the most. I'd like to see a character from Golden Sun, so like Isaac. And then in terms of third party character, I would love to see like the most like Chrono or like Alucard, like one of those, like something from Castlevania and Chrono Trigger. Those would be like my You Are My Dream, you know. So one of those. Like Alucard, Soma Cruz, Belmont, you know, one of like somebody from Castlevania, like a whip. I just want to be able to just freaking whip somebody in the freaking face in Smash, or even just use like swords, weapons. I mean, you know, obviously, the Castlevania characters can use multiple different weapons. The newer Castlevania characters can. So yeah, Scarlett hit us with the $2 donation through Super Chat and says, Ace Combat Infinity, Blue Skies, Infinity Remix. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the continued support of the channel. Let's go ahead and get that dope music for you. Ace Combat. That is a first. That's the first time anybody has requested Ace Combat music. Ace Combat Infinity. Blue Skies. Blue Skies. I can't type remix. Infinity Remix. All right, let's see what this is about. Okay, we got Blue Skies Infinity Remix. Let's go. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it, Scarlett? Player says, do you think ARMS will outsell Street Fighter V? No, not at this point, because Street Fighter V is too cheap and it's on a bigger install base. Player says, Sega Frontier 3, that would be great. I hope so, one of these days. Kratos for Smash, that's never happening. Crash for Smash, could happen, but I don't think it will. Phoenix Wright for Smash, that could happen. That could happen, yeah. Triple H for Smash. Hunter Hearst Helmsley for Smash. The Pedigree for Smash. Final Smash, who goes, I am the game, and then just like jumps off the top turnbuckle and like pedigrees you from like the top turnbuckle. That'd be cool. All right, that's it. Cool. Anyone see Nicholas Marr? Look, Nicholas Marr, if you watch my videos, you know exactly when the Xenoblade is coming. Please make sure you watch my videos, guys. If you hear about the Xenoblade patch, if you watch my videos, you will know when they come out. It's coming out this Friday, April 27th. April 27th, it's coming out, guys. So it could drop really late tonight in the West Coast, or Friday, just like early in the morning, or whatever the case is. So it could drop really late tonight, depending on where you live, or tomorrow. Watch my videos, guys, especially if you're a Xenoblade fan. Make sure you watch my videos. Type in Xenoblade. You'll know when everything goes down. I always cover this stuff. Comprehensive Japanese video game coverage on my channel. Mr. Nickel, wow, I'm really late. Yeah, you are really late. You're an hour and a half in. Smash that like button. Let's go. Well, yeah, it's the 27th, but it's the 27th where you're at. It's not the 27th where everywhere. So yeah. Just because they say it's the 27th, that doesn't mean it's gonna drop like the second that it turns the 27th. You know?
Gotta keep an eye on you, or who knows what you'll get yourself.
So yeah. Doug Bowser for Smash. Doug Bowser? Jucifer89 says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is my new favorite JRPG. Best game. Yo, it's really good. I love the game. Players Nintendo was targeting 20 million units this fiscal year. What games do you think will push 20 million units? Pokemon, Smash, Fire Emblem, Project Octopath, Crash Bandicoot, Captain Toad. I mean, there's just so many games. A bunch of other third-party games that are coming. Like, there's a lot of games that are going to push that, dude. A lot of games. Smash, Pokemon, Yokai Watch by itself could almost do that. No, I'm joking. But no, Yokai Watch is in Japan, so you're going to get big sales there. There's going to be Blaze Blue. That's obviously going to help out. You're going to have stuff like Mario Tennis Aces. That's going to help out. Hyrule Warriors. All of that's going to help out. The games that came out last year, all of it combined is all going to help out. But Smash and Pokemon and Yokai Watch are going to be probably the three big key factors into getting 20 million units. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the best-selling Xeno game. If you watch my video this morning, guys, please watch my videos. I mean, I know I have to repeat that, but I see people who are longtime viewers who don't know information that I'm putting in my videos. I've already stated this in my video if you watched it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the best-selling Xeno game, period. Best-selling Xeno game, period. Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the best-selling Xeno game, period. Watch my videos, guys. I know you guys are busy, but please watch them. You will be informed on so many different things. Comprehensive, in-depth Japanese coverage. I disagree with that. Retzi Lopez. He says many fans don't like the direction of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, though. But what do I know? I only played the original Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Well, you don't know much. That's false. Actually, many of the fans love Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and that's the reason why it's the best-selling Xenoblade Chronicles in the series history. So I highly disagree with what you said there. Highly, respectfully disagree with that. For you to say many fans don't like, absolutely disagree. 100%. 100%. Oh, but is it selling more than the Xenoverse joke? I know. I did say Xeno games. I did say Xeno, so I should have been a little bit more clear. So I deserve that one. Xeno, when it comes to Monolith Soft's Xeno series. It's the best-selling Xeno series, the RPG series that Monolith Soft has made. It's the best-selling one out of those. There you go. Yeah. Furu Kawa for Smash? Yeah, man. Player says, OJ, do I think that Monolith Soft's next game will sell better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Absolutely. Absolutely. Monolith Soft's next game, I think, is going to be full power, which I'll talk about in a video coming up. I got a video coming up probably tomorrow morning, guys, where I talk about Monolith Soft actually making a game with their full strength on the Switch. And when that game does drop their new game, you guys are going to be surprised. You guys are going to be very surprised. So yeah, man. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an improvement on Xenoblade Chronicles X. Have you watched any of my videos? I've been talking about Xenoblade Chronicles Rexy, my boy. I know you've been around for a while. Have you seen any of my videos and what I've said about Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I really hope that you've been watching my videos, my boy. I really hope that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is much better than Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. It improves upon it in almost nearly every... The only way that it doesn't improve upon it is if it's subjective with the themes. Like, let's say if you like mechs more or whatever, like you get to use mechs in Xenoblade Chronicles X. But the battle system, I think the story, the quests, the progression, the combat, just in general the combat itself, all that is better in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, my boy. All that's better in Xenoblade, which I've made multiple videos raving about how much better, raving about how I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and how it's better than all the other ones, and stuff. So, but that's, I mean, like I said, maybe you just missed them. Maybe you just missed them. All right, Solar 7, take it easy, man. So DJ King Gaming says, I put over 470 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, 100 hours in the first game, and 170 hours in Xenoblade Chronicles X. That alone tells how much Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is better. Started Xenoblade Chronicles X twice. Well, there you go. I mean, it's subjective. At the end of the day, it's subjective. But I just personally feel as someone who's not looking at it from like, okay, well, mechs are in this game, or okay, well, Shulk is my favorite character ever. You know, I'm looking at all three games, what all three games do, what they like, what support they got, just like everything in general. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 to me is the best one. It's like by a landslide. Retro Death says, when Rex joins Smash, would you want to play with Rex and have his moves work like Zelda with the Phantom Knight, where Rex summons Pyra and Mithra to attack, or would you want to play with Pyra? No, I'd want it to work more like the Pokemon trainer in Smash Brothers Brawl, where Pyra is just kind of converting the energy over to Rex, and Rex does most of the fighting. That's kind of how I want it to work. Maybe there might be some attacks to where you can like some of the specials, like let's say the side specials, like the side B specials and up specials, where Pyra can attack, you know, so maybe she can come in and do some attacks. But in general, I just want it to be where Pyra's kind of like behind him, almost. I mean, maybe you can say it like Pokemon Trainer, or even like Rosalina and I don't know. I don't want it like Rosalina and Luma though, because I don't have to worry about one of them falling off the ledge or something like that. So yeah, I like it more like Smash, but like Smash Brothers Brawl with the Pokemon Trainer, Retro Death. And then like the side specials, maybe that's when Pyra can come in and get an attack in. At least that's how I would want it. No, nobody's gonna be mad at you. You said the better character design. Well, if you look at the character design from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to Xenoblade Chronicles X, people kind of were like, oh, what's going on here? And then I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has much better character design. In my opinion, Xenoblade Chronicles 2's character design is awesome. Jin looks great, Malos looks great, Pyra looks amazing, Mithra looks great. I mean, I don't see how anybody can think that these characters don't look awesome. Like the character design, I mean, it's pretty good character design. Are you trying to tell me that Mithra and Pyra and Rex and Malos and Jin aren't good character design? I mean, I guess, but I disagree. Highly disagree. People want to get my live reactions. Well, it's not even about getting live reactions. They're asking me questions that I've already answered. All you got to do is just watch the videos as well, because I've had people hit me up like multiple times like, oh, well, they don't even want my live, they just want like me to answer their question. I'm like, okay, well, I released like 10 videos on this thing, you know, like I want you guys to watch my videos, because the reason why I want you guys to watch my videos is because you guys will be more well informed about things. The whole thing about this channel is being well informed, so you guys know what's coming, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you don't watch my videos, which is fine, I mean, I don't have a problem answering the questions, but at the same time, like, you'll be like so much better well informed with stuff. So it's great if you guys can watch the videos, but I get it. Some people want a live reaction out of me, and I get that, and I'm never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop answering those questions. But then again, at the same time, I'm never gonna stop telling people to not watch my videos. You know what I'm saying? So like, even it's not like I'm mad. It's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to do a lot. I have to tell you guys this. Like, I'm just gonna say, hey, I talked about this in the video. Make sure you watch my videos. I'm always gonna promote my videos. Always gonna do that. So that's just something that I'm always gonna do. You know? So yeah, man. How's my day, Chris? My day's good, man. How's your day? DJ King Gaming says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has artists from all over Japan, from anime, manga, Square Enix, Nomura, Namco. Yeah, exactly. I don't see how someone can say that the character design's not good. I mean, that's pretty much saying that Tetsuya Nomura, who is looked at as a Hall of Fame character designer, so you know, the guy that did Kingdom Hearts character design, you know, the guy, you know, that's done Final Fantasy, old school Final Fantasy games, you're essentially saying that, yeah, you know what, he's not very good, you know, like that's essentially what you're saying, you know, he's not very good, which is, I don't think there's anybody, I mean, a lot of people say stuff about Nomura. I mean, obviously, in terms of his like game direction and game planning, I'm not sure if he's the best, but in terms of a pure artist, Tetsuya Nomura is Miyamoto levels of God tier. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to in that field, I don't know if there's anybody better in terms of character design than Tetsuya Nomura. And he designed Malos, he designed Jin, he designed a lot of the Torna characters in general. You know, so, and like the areas and locations and stuff. And I'm looking at Jin and I'm looking at Malos. Like, these are great designed characters. These look amazing. You know, I'm looking at Pyra and I'm looking at Mithra. I'm like, are these not some great looking waifus here? I mean, I don't get that. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it at all, but that's just me. Some people just don't like anime style in games. It's like if it's realistic but not photorealistic, the characters, it's like no, this game is childish. Okay, well, I understand that, but I don't think that was the issue. He just said that he doesn't like the character designs, but the character designs are literally from some of the greatest artists from across Japan, you know, in different multiples. That's why, like, when you see like a lot of the different rare blades, a lot of them, like, if you look at the illustration of them, they look completely in different art styles, like completely different art styles, you know, because they're all from different types of manga artists in Japan, you know. Even if you look at like the character design in the game, like there's very different tones and moods for the character design in the game. That is maybe, I guess, a little bit weird at first. Like if you look at like, you know, the clashing character design of like Torna, you know, or like Jin compared to like everyone else in the game, you know. Whereas like Sephiroth and Cloud are more closely, you can tell that the art is kind of like the same person, you know. Whereas like Jin and I don't know, like yeah, like something else, or like Jin and some of the characters that are in the games, like the main character, like Rex and all that, is like completely different, you know. OJ, what is the last Switch game you beat other than Xenoblade Chronicles 2? The last Switch game that I beat, not really sure. Last Switch game, I'm not sure. What does it matter, the last Switch game I beat? I don't even know the last Switch game I beat. Like probably some indie game or something like that. I play a lot of multiplayer games. I play like Splatoon and all that. So let me look through. I don't play a lot of single player games on the Switch, like outside of RPGs. Yeah, I can play like a Mario Kart. Yeah, I play like Rocket League with you guys. So yeah, I don't really play. I don't really play a ton of single player, like just straight single player. I play a lot of multiplayer with you guys. Yeah, Jucifer, try to relax with the spoilers, my boy. No. I mean that could be considered a spoiler for people, so try to relax with stuff like that, man. Yeah. Player says, which Tobys are criticizing Xenoblade's artwork? No, it's not that Tobys are criticizing Xenoblade's artwork. Some person said like, don't hate me because I don't like the character designs, like the art, like the characters in Xenoblade. And I was like, okay, well, there's like characters designed from like a bunch of different, like Tetsuya Nomura, you know, like he does Kingdom Hearts, like, you know, like you don't like that, like you don't like Jin and Malos. I think those are great designed characters. So I mean, I don't know. It's all good, Jucifer. All good, my guy. It's all good. All good. I just don't want any spoilers, just because some people still have not purchased and beat Xenoblade. You know, there's a lot of spoilers out there. I just don't want spoilers in the chat. That's all, man. But it's all good, dude. It's all good. Make sure you guys check out my boy Jucifer's channel too while you're at it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, Deadlock. It just seems weird that anybody would not like the character. I think it's a big improvement from Xenoblade Chronicles X. That I beat God. I haven't beat God of War yet. I just got God of War. I just got the game. I haven't beat it yet. I don't have time to play games like a lot of other people, guys. I really don't have time to play games like a lot of other people. I can't beat everything like within like a week of when I get it, or like a couple days of when I get it. I've got to edit. Editing takes 9 hours out of my day, right at the top. 9 hours of my day is providing content for you guys. That's either editing, social media, doing live shows, or planning, writing out scripts, content, researching content, researching tech. You know what I'm saying? Like my day is, I literally work 10, 11 hours a day. So there's not much time left for games, unless when I stream. That's the only time I can stream some games, but during the weekdays, there's not much time for games, guys. PE Arena is when I play most of my games, is when I play with you guys. During the week, I'll be lucky to get an hour in, you know, and only if I'm streaming, you know. If I'm not streaming, then I'm working, or I got a daughter, so I'm being with my daughter. I'm playing with her, so there's just not a lot of time to beat a ton of games, you know. That's all. Yeah, not everyone feels not everyone feels the same Amiibo fan. the cover art for Octopath Traveler. The cover art for Octopath Traveler is very, very good, guys. I do like the cover art for Octopath Traveler. Oh man. Is it safe to say that the Retsu Lupus says, is it safe to say that the Switches replaced the Vita in terms of JRPGs? Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Yeah, for the most part, you're gonna get a lot of those JRPGs that would have usually went to the Vita to come to the Switch. But we still got some more ways to go. You know, we still got some more ways to go. Did I actually play Lost Sphere? Yeah, I played the demo of Lost Sphere. Is it Kazuhira Miller says, will that numbers help on the E3 or will we have to wait until 2019 for what? What numbers? Help on E3 what? Jay Davi says, Player Essence, what do you think of Overcooked for Switch? Do you think it's a great co-op game? From what I've seen, it's a great co-op game. A lot of people really like it, and it sells really well on the eShop. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's a great co-op game. Tyrese W says, "Hey OJ, are you getting the new Blaze Blue coming out? This will be the first for me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get a review copy for it." Yo, you're playing Splatoon 2? Shout out Sol Dominguez. Do appreciate you watching the stream and playing some Switch. So, sorry, LOL. The sales numbers will wait for third-party support at E3. We've been getting third-party support. We've been getting third-party support since the Switch launched. There's been multiple third-party games, and then whatever third-party games that were already planned are going to be announced at E3 or announced during this year. So it's not like, oh, sales numbers. Okay, now third-party. It's not. That's not how it is. It's a progression. It's they make a decision. They're not. If they didn't have anything planned last year or months ago for the Switch, all of a sudden hearing about this right now isn't gonna say, okay, now we're gonna do big third-party games at E3. That's not how the gaming industry works. That's not how it works. With Nintendo, that's not how it works. It's progression. Games aren't made overnight. Them knowing the sales numbers now doesn't mean that all of a sudden there's gonna be a bunch of games at E3. They needed to realize that last year and months ago. Because you don't make games, all of a sudden it's March, then all of a sudden E3 comes, and all of a sudden you have a port ready for the Switch. You have major third-party games. They needed to know this last year, and the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? When you plan and you put out and you find a team who can port the game or who can make the game. So, no, if you're talking about, okay, now that, oh, there's 18 million units, are E3, all of a sudden we're going to get a bunch of announcements now that there's 18 million? No. But that we get announcements is based on what Nintendo did last year. And based on what third party thinks the projection of sales is going to be. The fact that Nintendo sold over, what was it, 15 million units by the end of the year or something like that? Third party developers that wanted to support the Switch were making their plans last year, and hopefully you'll see something this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be. Now, could there be like, oh yeah, we're looking into the Switch at E3? Could there be people that say that? Yeah. Probably, but are you going to actually see anything if they just decided all of a sudden, oh, it sold 18 million, let's make games on the Switch? Maybe indies, but not big third-party developers. They needed to make that decision last year, and if they didn't make that decision last year, you're not going to see anything at E3 unless they just name it in name. Maybe you'll see that. Okay, oh yeah, we're working on a Switch port. Okay, well you didn't, like, you took a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you took a while. So you'll see what developers have been working on from last year about the sales. Last year, not this year. Are people saying that Fortnite's gonna kill Crazy Justice? I don't think it's gonna be one or the other. I think people are just gonna play whatever they feel like playing. Shout outs to Bishop 1197 hitting us with the subscription. Thank you so much, Bishop 1197. Do appreciate that. Everyone in chat, please welcome Bishop to the elite ninja village of Player Essence. Let's go. Jucifer says, been playing South Park on Switch all night tonight. The game is comedic genius. Yeah, man, South Park is really good on the Switch. Kevin just says, OJ, will you do a video on the info about Monolith Soft's new IP? Yeah, I announced that on Twitter that I'll do a video, and you guys, it's actually already done. To be honest, the video is 100% done. It's just not up. I just gotta upload it. I just gotta upload it to the channel. So I'm deciding whether to do it. I'm not sure because like today there's been a lot of different news. I don't want to overload you guys. So I might do it tomorrow morning, or it might be tonight. It might be tonight. I'm not really sure because I might want to stream Naruto tonight. So I'm not really sure exactly what my plans are going to be, but I'm going to look at my numbers and see how we're doing today for like, for the videos. And I might drop it today. I might drop it tomorrow. It just depends. Because I mean, it looks like you guys are still watching my videos like from last night too. Because I dropped the Dragon Ball Fighter Z video last night, and that has almost 5,000 views. So it looks like you guys are still watching that. You guys are still watching my video about the Switch sales. You guys are still watching my video about Nintendo's new president. So we already got quite a number of videos. And then there's going to be this video that's going to be uploaded too. So I might wait till tomorrow to drop that one. How about Radical Heights? What about Radical Heights? What about it? What do you want to know? Amiibo Fest says, hey OJ, how many live E3 presentations are you going to react to? All 3 of them. I always react to all of the live presentations because they're all at different times. So I'm not going to miss the opportunity to bring in new Ninja to the Village. So people really love those live reactions to like press conferences and stuff. It's big stuff. It's always big, you know, big stuff for YouTubers to get those live reactions. And probably the main reason why I don't want to go to E3 is like, why go to E3 and have to live blog it? I don't even have a blog. So I wouldn't even be able to get my live reaction if I went to it. So for me, I'm staying nice and cool inside my room, and I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming all day. I'm going to be uploading videos all day. It's going to be lit. I mean, obviously a lot of you guys are new to the channel, so you guys didn't see how last year's E3 went. But last year, I decided for the first time in 3 years, I decided not to go to E3 last year. And it was the best decision that I ever made. I got so many more subscribers and new people to the village by not going to E3 than I did all the 3 years that I went to E3 and had comprehensive coverage of all the different games. I had more subscribers and more people jump into the village by not going to E3. So I ain't going to E3 again. Like I said, unless maybe I might go, like if John goes, if John is going to go, obviously, like I'll see if I can get in and go with him. But I'll just go for one day. I'm not going to like stay there. I'm not going to stay like multiple days at E3. Like I'm not going to go like every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure what he's going to want to do either, because I do live an hour and a half away. So I'm not even sure if he's going to go. So, but for me as a YouTuber, unless you're like Angry Joe, unless you're like Pro Jared, unless you're these guys that get so many views that you can leave and you can record content and you don't got to worry about your channel because you know your viewers are going to be around, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're like that, then yeah, go to E3, because developers will give you exclusive access. You'll get the back seat or the backstage passes to play the games. You'll get the interviews with the developers. Me, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't getting no interviews. I got like sometimes you can get interviews if the developers are on the show floor, but I'm not getting any of the stuff that these guys get, like Pro Jared and all these big YouTubers get. So there's no point in me going until I get bigger, when it comes to my channel, until I can secure interviews with Nintendo's brass and with developers. I ain't going to E3. Like I'm not going until I can get that, you know, until I can get that. So check my Twitter. All right, let's do this. What you got for me? What you got for me, Baron? I just checked my Twitter. There's nothing on there, my boy. My DM, you said? I saw nothing, Baron. I saw nothing. What are you talking about? Send me. You need to send it again, my guy. Oh, now you're sending it. What's up, man? Keep on coming with these questions, guys. I got a few more. I got about 10 more minutes or so that I'll be answering questions. So keep it coming. Yo, Davey, you just bought the Naruto trilogy. There you go. You're still talking about Sony water, Amiibo fan. Yo, Fury Tiger says, I can't sleep. What to do? Yo, Fury Tiger, shout outs, man. Thank you for being up super. What time is it where you're at, man? It's super late. It's super late. A beta for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle? Yeah, I already reported that there's going to be a beta for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Let's see here. $2 a.m. where you're at, Theory Tiger. Yo, shout outs. You got to go to work tomorrow, though, my boy. I don't want to make you be late. On Twitter DMs, David. Yeah, I usually add all the DMs that I get, like friend requests and all that. I usually add that in like Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning. So yeah, I'll add you in then, dude. Player Essence, will you sell your games someday, or will you keep your collection? That I'll never sell my games. I'll keep my collection. Yo, 3 hours till work time, Fury Tagger, my boy. Oh my gosh, I don't want you getting fired on the job today. You falling asleep at work. Yo, what's good, Alton, Venezuela? How's it going, man? Hamad says, player says, which Naruto game do I start with to get into the series? Start with the first one. They all play the same with some slight differences between them. Just start. You can start. To be honest, you can start with any one of them. But if you want to just start with the first one. Just play through the story modes. The story modes are pretty much what the games are about. The story modes are cool. Fury Tiger, go to bed. Mama Mercy. Amiibo fans say, OJ, do you think Dark Souls for Switch will get its new release date at E3? I think it's possible, yeah. Yeah, story modes, David. Story modes. It's all good, Lucina. It's actually really healthy to take naps. Maybe your Vita will be worth a lot. Maybe it won't. We don't know. We gotta wait. Exactly, Jucifer. He says you're not into selling your games either because you won't get nearly as much as what you paid for. Yeah, there's no point in me selling my games. I'm just gonna keep them forever. And just pass them down to like my grandchildren and stuff. And if they want to sell them, they can sell them, but not me. I don't have any grandchildren right now, but future grandchildren, if I do get any, just give it to them. Player, since will you buy the Naruto Japanese physical version of the game? No, I'm not, because the physical Japanese version doesn't come with English text, so there's no point. You've never played a Naruto game in your life? Okay, are you a fan of Naruto at all? I mean, if you're a fan of the show, then the games will be somewhat enjoyable. But if you're not a fan of the show and you've never played the games, I mean, I don't know what you're in for. I don't know what you're gonna like or not. It's all good, man, Jeffrey. Appreciate you coming out, even if it's just for a bit. Oh my gosh, players, I see why everyone likes me. You needed a mom figure in this group. LOL, JK. Yeah, we needed a mama figure here. Oh yeah. Naruto on Switch, it's not $49.99 on the eShop, it's $39.99 on the eShop for all 3 games. $39.99, not $49.99. I love Naruto and his crazy ninjutsu cloning. Okay, then you should be good, dude. Okay, oh, okay. You just dropped the like. Oh, okay, you got off from work 5 days from now. All right, good stuff, Fury Tiger. Look forward to seeing you more in the streams. All right, take it easy, T dude. Some person says your dad sold all of your old Game Boy games. Oh, that sucks, man. $4.99 for Canada, player says. Okay, well, you should have made that clear. You should have put your currency on there, because I'm in the U.S. here, so I'm gonna read your comment and I'm gonna say no. It's $39.99. Did you get your tweet? What tweet are you talking about, Dragon Chi 26? Which one? I get a lot of tweets. Which one are you talking about? All right, guys. We got about a minute or so left. So go ahead and get those questions in. And then we're going to go ahead and finish off here, guys. I'm probably going to be doing a podcast in a bit. So hit me up on Twitter. Make sure you follow me so you guys know where I'm going to be doing a podcast in a bit. A different podcast from somebody else's channel. And since I'm going to be doing a podcast on somebody else's channel, I'm not sure if I'll have time to stream tonight. I might not. Just depends on how much editing I get done. So I'll probably drop that video for you guys about Xenoblade. About the new Monolith Soft game. I'll probably drop that video tonight since it's already done. So I'll probably drop that video since I can't stream, or I might not be able to stream tonight. The Emperor, he's got a podcast that he's going to be doing, so he wants me to be on it. So I'm going to probably do that podcast. So like I said, follow me on Twitter. Check out the link on Twitter, and you guys will know when I go live on that other podcast. Not on this channel, guys. On a separate channel. On a different channel. Player says, do you think we'll see a Splatoon mobile? Probably not. Probably not. But maybe one of these days. But probably not. All right. Take care, David. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Plan to stream the Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle beta. I mean, if I can, I can. It just depends, man. It all depends on workload, dude. It all depends on workload. I'm a one-man team. You got to remember that. Yeah, make sure you guys check out George's Twitch channel. He streams every day, or most days he streams. All right, guys. So that is right about 2 hours on the dot. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. I do appreciate it. Thank you, my boy George says, great stream, OJ. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate all the support, guys. Had a lot of donations, so thank you guys so much. We had a lot of subscriptions. Yeah, I think we had at least 4 or 5 subscriptions during this stream, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate all the support. And yeah, look forward to that podcast. If I do it, hit me up on Twitter. You'll know when that is going live. Also, make sure you guys check out my videos. Check out my videos. I have multiple videos, and I will be dropping a video very soon here, guys. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, talk about Monolith Soft's new game. So we got some information on that. So look forward to that video. And I already did 2 other videos for the day. Also, make sure you guys check out that as well. And I think my PE Live from yesterday, I'm probably going to drop that tonight as well. So if you missed my PE Live from yesterday, I'll be dropping probably later tonight too. So a lot of good content for you guys. And yeah, I just want to say thank you once again for coming out to the stream. I do appreciate it. And we will see you guys for the next video. Peace.